Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Hill Brothers podcast. This is episode 6 of the Hill Brothers podcast, and I know I'm a little bit by myself right now, but it's okay because Alan should be with us not too long from now. He's got some family duties to take care of, some fundraisers, evidently some donuts to go get, so he is taking care of that currently right now as we speak, but he is on his way to the party. Hopefully, everybody's doing really good tonight. It's been an interesting week for me, and I'm glad to be back with you guys this evening and having a really good time with you all. If you are watching this on YouTube and or Spotify after it is already posted up there, the recording of it, just know this was a live show as well. We decided to go live back-to-back weeks this week, or these past couple of weeks here, and just kind of wanted to hang out, chill out with everybody, and also let everybody know once again this week that it is once again a call-in show. You guys can call in at any point in time that you want to. Down below, you don't have to worry if you're a person that doesn't really care to be on camera. You do not have to do that. I have got that set up to where you guys will not show up on screen, so you do not have to worry about that one single bit. So you'll just be talking to us, nobody will see, and it'll just be a really good time. Alan is in the comments basically telling us he's getting down the road pretty fast. Man, it has been an interesting week for myself. Started out Sunday with a sickness. Wasn't too fun. I got me a brand new chair, by the way. This thing is flipping sweet. This thing's all, it reclines everything. Dude, this thing is awesome, and I flipping love it. So like next week it is gonna come in handy because today, as of today, this time next week, Alan and I are going to be sitting in these chairs right here with you guys watching Carolina football because it is finally back. Carolina football is just Cayman Rucker amount of days away, 7 days away, and we will finally get to see Carolina take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers up there in Minnesota, right in the middle of their Minnesota State fanfare with the milk and the cookies and the cinnamon roll beer or mini donut beer or whatever the heck they got up there. Carolina's going up there, and they're going to be frying some gopher on the way back to the house, man. It's going to be a good time. Looking forward to it. We're going to be right here with you guys during the entire thing. It's going to be the first watch party I believe me and Alan have ever done together. I know I did a few during the basketball season. That's right, the basketball season. And actually, I think one or two during the baseball playoff run there, if I remember correctly. So we're going to be here. We're going to be having a great time. Absolutely looking forward to having a good time with you guys. And it's going to be an awesome time. I'm looking forward to it. We got to get ourselves ready for our preview / prediction show. I got that in the works right now, and we're going to be recording that right here probably within the next couple of days and getting that up to you guys in first thing next week. Like to do that stuff on game week. That way we can all kind of just enjoy and have a good time together. It's going to be a fun time, and just really looking forward to what's going on over there. Got a few different things. So we're going to just housekeeping stuff kind of right now. The scouting report. So I know I posted up a list a few different times, a couple of different times I know on Twitter, and also I've posted those in the community page here on YouTube. But the scouting report, we have a few slots that we have not been able to get filled. So currently right now, we've already done the Minnesota one, which was it was a blast. It was a great time. And it was a really fun time and great way to introduce the scouting report with those guys because they are awesome. And then, they had us on Monday evening. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there for that, but Alan went on there. They did a great job again. It was a fun time. I would really recommend you guys going and seeing that because that's going to be that's the Ski U podcast. You can go to the YouTube video of the scouting report and go down below, and it's there, so you guys can click on that and go check that out with Alan. It was a pretty good time, and Alan previewed UNC, so it was all about UNC and their previews. for that. And I think later on they did their preview prediction as well. But we got Charlotte. Alan was able to find a Charlotte podcast, and I have been in contact with them. We've got them down. The only ones I don't have, let me get this thing out right here. I don't have NC Central, Pittsburgh, let's see, Wake Forest, and Boston College. It's the only ones that I don't have currently. So if any of you happen to know anyone that covers NC Central is the hardest one I have found because they are HBCU, FCS school. There not many people cover them at all, and technically, really, the only people I found that do cover them are beat writers, and it's very hard to get them on. We're not that well known across the community, so we need you guys' help. So if you happen to see anybody covering NC Central or that covers them enough, they think it would have good talking points, content, and knows a good bit about them, that would really help us. We'll get in contact with them, see if we can't get them on. And if you help us out, get us a guest on, we will 100% shout you out and credit that entire video to you. So NC Central, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, Boston College. It's the only 4 I don't have. Outside of that, we are scheduled with everybody else, which is awesome because the scouting report it's just too much fun. It really is. Didn't know it was going to go this well with the first one. Now, I the other guests, they've got some standards already set for them. So Ski, you set it high. Can somebody go higher? So we're gonna. I've been coming up with a few things in my head, kind of make it a little bit fun. So we'll see how that goes. Man, hot dog. Just I can't believe that we're finally here, and it's almost game time. It's like the off season just flew by, dude, and I am so excited for that. There's been a lot of talk about what's going on with that, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. Let's talk about that now. So let's talk about something that North Carolina, the football team, is doing because of Minnesota. So, a matter of fact, Big Ten rules and ACC rules on releasing depth charts, from what I understand, is a little bit different. I don't think the ACC has to release a depth chart before a certain time, and I think it's different rules in the Big Ten. I'm not exactly sure, but Minnesota decided to not release a depth chart. And so basically, North Carolina is not going to know what their depth chart, their entire depth chart is going to look like until, well, they show up there. So North Carolina said, all right, tip the cap. They did the same exact thing. They said, bump it. You're not going to know who, and really it kind of boils down to quarterback position. Like, you're not going to know if Max or Connor is going to start for us. And people had some interesting comments about that. As a matter of, because I posted it to the community page, I believe I posted it to. As a matter of fact, it's like a breaking news type deal. And so people had some problem with that. I noticed that there was one guy that got into the comments, is like, oh, typical Carolina for doing that. Of course, it's just sad. And I'm like, if you're really thinking about it, I don't have an issue with it at all. It kind of makes some sense, quite frankly, because, you got 2 different style quarterbacks, and Max and Connor, that could potentially be starting for you week 1. I think everybody kind of figures it's going to be Max. And I told Alan earlier, and I'll kind of bring this up probably more in the preview prediction podcast that we do. But I told Alan, I was like, dude, if I was Carolina, why not on your first off, that first down on the first offensive possession, send both of them out there. Really screw with Minnesota, like, oh crap, they're sending Connor out there, and then send Max, or do something, just do some petty stuff or something like that, just to spice it up a little bit. Maybe let Chip Lindsey run one of those crazy wild plays that he's got, because I have a feeling, I mean, just like last year against South Carolina, one thing that we saw come back to Carolina we hadn't saw in a long time was the Wildcat. When's the last time we saw the Wildcat in Carolina before that South Carolina game? So I figure there's probably going to be some type of trickery that goes on sometime in that game. I wouldn't, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Chip Lindsey's got a little bit of trickery, especially with the 2 quarterbacks in mind, and I'm kind of down for it. So some people had some, on Twitter and everywhere else, it had some issues with him with Carolina not releasing a depth chart. I say, you know what? Since there is such a back and forth right now, and it has been, the conversation has been all year, who's really going to start, and it's been a legit battle. Why tip your cap? They're trying to figure out what they're going to do over there. I believe that there has been some injury problems with Darius Taylor. So, kind of getting in that Minnesota thing a little bit. And I don't want to expound on it too much because there's a lot of things I want to hold just for the preview and prediction, just because I want to be able to expand in it then. But you kind of wonder if there's some legitimate, real issues going on, and it's kind of spiced up a little bit over the past, I think, 24, almost 48 hours now. If there's really something going on with him that maybe he doesn't see the field quite a whole lot, we will see. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing goes, and it's going to be an interesting night next week for Carolina. And boy, I don't want to say too much just because we got the preview prediction coming up, but I'm excited, dude. I am so thrilled to have North Carolina football back, dude. I'm getting excited. I have been excited for the home games that we're going to this year. Alan told me he might be able to make it to one of them outside of Wake Forest, to be able to come to 2 this year. It's a possibility. We're looking forward to it. I want him to come hang out with me at these Tar Heel games, man. Looking forward to that potentially. We'll see how it goes. But dude, I'm excited to have Carolina football back. There has been something in me for ever since the Virginia game of 2021. And what's so special about that game was me and Alan were able to take our grandfather, the guy who the patriarch of our fandom, to a football game and be able to experience Chapel Hill together. I had actually never been to Chapel Hill before in my life until that day. And I was, I'd follow the basketball team, things of that nature. Really didn't care for the football team as much, just because they really didn't do too much before Matt came back again outside of that 2015 year. But when that game happened and I got to sit there in person and experience that with not only Alan, but also our grandfather, who is the reason why the Hill brothers are here. He is the reason why we are here. There's no other reason outside of him. That was just amazing. And I've always had a special place in my heart for the football team. So I go all out for them. Ever since, man, I flip and love it to death. So, I'm just excited to have it back. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very optimistic about the season. It's a proven season, especially with your record right there. I've saw a lot of comments, especially since we gave out our season predictor show, which was very interesting. The comments have been wild in that, and I absolutely flip and love it, dude. I love it when you guys get on those videos and you go nuts, man. But well, it looks like Alan might be home. Might have the Hill brothers in here now. But another thing I want to talk about really quickly, Amari Campbell. Amari Campbell was in the news a few weeks ago because, matter of fact, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, because he had unfortunately sustained an injury in fall camp. He had a broken, I believe it was a right hand. And as we all know, as a linebacker or anybody on the defense, when you have to tackle, you kind of need both hands. So the question was, is he going to be able to play? I think Ashton Woods or Caleb LaValle, I forget exactly which one it was, had an interview, like a post-practice interview last week before last. Yeah, I think it was last week. They were asking about him, what they were doing at the linebacker position. You have power, you have Amari, but with Amari getting hurt, what was going to happen with the linebacker position? That was a key thing that people were kind of wondering about. And so far, from what it looks like, is Amari will be able to play against Minnesota, which is good. You wonder how long he's going to be in, how many snaps he's going to take, considering you're going up against a Big Ten team, man. They're going to be big. They're going to be huge. And those backers, man, the backers are going to go to work on in a week from now on August 29th, man. They're going to go to work big time, and you're going to need depth at that position. So it's really given guys like Ashton Woods, who I think personally, just hearing a little bit about Ashton Woods, seeing him in person myself, I got a feeling this kid's going to be pretty good for Carolina. I think he's a guy that's going to be able to play very early and get some snaps in. Caleb LaValle, another one. Michael Short, another one. Now, and you got to wonder about Cade Law and things of that nature, how the Law brothers are going to do. But I like Ashton Woods. I think he's going to be good. I think Caleb LaValle is going to be good. And Michael Short's a guy you're not going to say he's a slouch either. So I'm curious to see how that linebacker room comes together, especially right here in the next week. And, dude, they're going to get their shot against Minnesota. I have a good feeling about that just because of, you need some guys to spell out some minutes for Power Echols as well. You won't see him come off a ton, I believe, just because with the new green dot system on the helmet, the communications in the helmet, he's going to be the commander of that defense, and he's going to have the helmet. And I think it's really difficult from what I've understood about this whole deal. It's going to be really difficult to be able to switch off the captain, I guess you could call him, the signal caller, if you will, for either the offense or the defense, just because it's hard to get that helmet, that communications helmet, changed out and things of that nature. So you don't think Power is going to be coming off a ton, but if you're Carolina, you want Amari Campbell playing as much as he can, but you also don't want to bang him up more than he already is. But he's returned to practice. He's playing in practice. I think that this kid's got some potential. I think he is your next Cedric Power. I think he's already better than Jeremiah Gemmel. That's just my opinion. But just talking about backers in recent years, I think Amari Campbell's really going to be something. I thought so last year, and then the limited amount of time that we got to see him, I was really upset being in Death Valley at Clemson and seeing him not only play, but I think it was 3 or 4 flipping snaps, and then Gene Chizik pulling him. And he had a great 3-4 snaps. As a matter of fact, my buddy, who's a lifelong Clemson guy, his whole family's went to Clemson, literally. He looked at me and he says, "Man, who the heck is 17?" I'm like, "Samari Campbell, bro. He's going to be, I have a feeling he's going to be something." He says, "Yeah, man. You never saw him again." So I don't think we'll have that problem this year, but I'm really excited to see what that kid does. And hopefully, this is the only injury he deals with throughout the season, because you really want him to put his abilities on display. And I think he's going to be pretty good, man. He's got the mentality. He's got the attitude. I really like him, and I want him to go smash some kids, man. I just want to go smash them, bro. Just freaking light them up, and I think that he will. I like that, Jeff Collins coming in. He's going to give people a chance to go out there and play. I'm looking forward to seeing Caleb Cox get up there. I want to see what he does. I'm actually really excited. I don't know why, but I'm really excited about Marcus Allen. The kid's bigger, man. He's really built up his body really well, and this kid right here has the potential. Last year, he was picked on a little bit during the season. You could definitely see some guys were throwing at him. This year, I don't think they're going to be able to do that because he was getting better. He was getting a whole heck of a lot better. But I think Jason Jones just did a post-practice interview. I think it's a few days ago, earlier in the week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week, maybe Sunday, if I remember correctly. But got on there and said, dude, he played the most snaps in the country at corner, and you just don't want that. But he was playing really flipping well for a guy that was fresh out there, man. Young buck put out there. Now he's got that year of experience. Now he's also put on 12 to 15 pounds of pure muscle on top of it, has kept his quickness, and he's got Elijah Huzzy on the other side now. Elijah Huzzy ain't sitting at star. He's not sitting over there no more. He's back at corner. Man, I got a feeling that these two guys are going to have a great season. Honestly, I'm very confident in what's being built right now in our secondary, and I don't think we've been able to say that in a long time. Really, you thought you was going to have it with Storm Duck and Cam Kelly and Tony Grimes and Gio Bigger's first couple of seasons. You thought you was going to have it then. It did not materialize at all. It's unfortunate that it didn't, but hey, it is what it is. I think you got the right coaches back there, and I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm really excited about see what Marcus Allen does this year. But hey, I want to turn to something that was brought up in Allen's interview that he did earlier Monday evening with Ski U on their podcast. They got to asking about the team and everything else, kind of like what we did with them, basically. But there was a question that came up at the very end of his interview, and I was in the comments. I stayed in the comments the whole time, so I was, kind of giving my opinions through the comments a little bit. But a question was given to Allen, and this is a question that's been asked a few times, and I don't know if I've ever fully answered it. And I'm curious to know what you guys think. So please, by all means, put your comments down. I want to see. Let's open up this conversation. But let's say all things go wrong for North Carolina this year. Maybe they go 6-6. Maybe they're not even bowl eligible. Who knows? Just think of absolute worst case scenario. Absolutely, right? And the conversation is, okay, Mac, it's time to move on. And Mac says, you know what, you're right, and they move on. The question being, is the next coach on this staff? Well, I think a lot of people would probably say no. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I have a feeling that people would say no. But I have an answer to this, and I wanted to bring this up to you guys. I want to know what you think. Please let me know down in the comments what you think. There's one guy on this coaching staff currently as we speak that I have been extremely high on. He recruits really well. His position plays extremely well all the time. He can always get top tier talent there. He can always get the most out of them. And very rarely do you have a guy in his room that doesn't produce very well. That man is Lonnie Galloway. I understand, number one, that he has not been a head coach. Pretty sure he's been an offensive coordinator, things of that nature. Maybe at Louisville, as a matter of fact. I could be wrong there. Please correct me if I am. But this guy, he's a Mac Brown guy. He has connections with everybody on that team, offensive and defensive. People love this guy. He's got a coach-like mindset. He gets the most out of his players in his room. He goes out there and recruits at a very high level against some of the best wide receiver coaches and best coaching staffs in the country. He's able to bring some guys in, some dogs in there, and he's able to maximize them, man. And I think that if you're restarting, if you're North Carolina and you're restarting, you like the talent that you have on your roster, right? We're talking about this if this was to happen after this season, right? If Mac Brown was somehow be let go, gone, things of that nature after this season. You don't want to lose a lot of your talent. The best way to retain them, in my opinion, is have a guy on the roster, of course, but you have to have confidence in. My guy is Lonnie Galloway. I love that guy. I think he is awesome, and he's got the right mindset. He's got the right attitude. Yeah, there would be some learning curves with him at the head coaching position, but I think even at that rate, you would be able to retain a lot of even your staff at that point in time. I don't think Chip Lindsey would have a problem coaching under Lonnie Galloway if the system is right. He might be a little salty he didn't get the job, but hey, is what it is. Freddie Kitchens, I think you could keep that guy. I think you could keep Jeff Collins. I think you could keep a lot of your position guys. I think you keep even your coordinators. I believe you would keep everything the same there. Changes if you felt like there needed to be, you can make those changes. But I like Lonnie Galloway in that situation, man. I have trust in him. Again, I understand he hasn't been a head coach. He would be learning it all brand new, but I think he's been in this whole ordeal under Mac. He's been there since Max came back, and you just saw how the talent that has come through that wide receiver room, and it's just been put on display. And he's really helped. And he's a personable guy. You could definitely tell that after last year with Josh, but Tez Walker, everything that happened with him, you could see how he was just so personable with him, stuck his neck out for him, called it out in the press conference, just like Mac did. I mean, he screams potential head coach to me. Like a guy I would want in my, like on my team, coaching my guy. He screams that to me. Like I would want him, if I had a son that was going, I would want him to be around a guy like that. A guy that's so personable, who cares, who not only wants you to succeed on the ball field, but also in the classroom and in life, and all of that. And Lonnie Galloway, to me, that's my guy. So maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that, but I'm willing to take my chances, and I'll die on that hill, bro. I'll absolutely flip and die on that hill because I think Lonnie Galloway is the guy to take over that job. But hey, as a matter of fact, kind of funny I mentioned that about succeeding in life. Has anybody saw Armando Bacot in the last few hours? The dude evidently has got a hotel being built. Now, I don't understand the entire situation. I don't really know, but he put a post up on Instagram earlier. I think it was earlier this afternoon or something of that nature, where he has got a hotel being built. Now, I don't know exactly how he's involved. I don't know if he helped like with the deal of it or what it was, but dude, congratulations to Armando Bacot making some big boy moves out there in the world, man. It's good to see Tar Heels doing that, especially JJ Jones, another guy that's doing things, kind of getting ready. I mean, Alan's kind of talked about it. You don't know if he's going to get to go to the league or not. If he does, great, and maybe he could be successful. Who knows? But kids doing stuff outside of the sports is flipping huge, man. And to see Armando Bacot already with a leg up in the world, knocking out a hotel of all things, like, brother, good job, bro. That right there, that's flipping awesome, man. I am super, super, super excited to see him doing that, man. And basketball season's not too far away. As a matter of fact, I kind of got to thinking about it today because I was looking at everything, but we're getting pretty dang close to having to start talking about the basketball season, especially after the most recent pickup in Claude from Georgia Tech, and you've got Kate Tyson coming in. I know they did a little highlight package or something, kind of like showing them doing in practice, and Kate Tyson come down and just freaking just yamming it straight down the lane, man. He's just, oh man, it's pretty sweet, man. I'm excited to see what the basketball team does this year. It's going to be an interesting year. I have a good feeling. I'm excited to get to that point, but football is the primary focus right now because, man, football is it's excited, and I can't wait to finally get to our first watch party. So joining me now is the other half of the Heel Brothers, my brother, Alan. What's going on, brother? Wait, hold on. Do you have a Christmas tree up?
Huh?
Do you have a Christmas tree up?
No. That is just a
Christmas
decorative tree. No, it's like a pencil tree. Like we do stuff different with it throughout the year. Like 4th of July, we'll put like fireworks and flag. It's like a holiday tree. And in Halloween, we turn it into a ghost. Yeah,
So
this is the.
what do you do for like opening week, game week, North Carolina football? What do you do for that? You want the helmet? I could put the helmet on it.
Yeah, bring it over. We'll put the helmet on it.
Flip, yeah. Decorate that. Yeah, dude, absolutely. We need to get into the business of apparel and things of that nature, kind of like what you have on right now. We could do that, and maybe we could get like a Christmas tree skirt to put under that thing, bro.
Christmas time, it has Christmas ornaments on it. I don't think we did anything for Thanksgiving, but no, this is the other side of the room that I normally sit in. I just figured I'd switch it up and see what it looks like on this side.
Honestly, I can dig it. I can dig it, brother. I can absolutely.
But if you see people like randomly walking like behind me, it's because this connects from the kitchen to the stairs to go to the kids' bedrooms.
Yeah, Yeah, that's okay though. It ain't no big deal. The kids will be all right, right? They're okay with the camera, at least from what I can tell. They seem to be.
Oh yeah, they don't mind.
Dude,
And I thought maybe like my audio might clean up just a little because I'm not like in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like my voice can like undulate in the hallway instead of just like reverberate over here in the corner.
look at you, look at you getting after audio, brother. Heck yeah, dude. Hey, dude, and by the way, I believe, hopefully, and people in the comments can let us know if our audio issues have been fixed because we have been having a quite an interesting time with audio snafus and things of that nature over the past few weeks. Trying to
But I
figure
was
out why one person sounds higher than the other, and I think we finally figured that out, man. Yeah, I think we're pretty balanced by now, right?
um
Sound good?
um I was talking to a guy that has a cornhole podcast, and on their YouTube podcast, they have on the wall behind them, they have their logo with like so I guess it's like a plastic logo, but it's got like a color changing light behind their logo. It's like a picture.
Mhm.
I saw that today, so I asked them. I sent him a text and asked him where he got it. He said a buddy of his made it for them. He said that when he got home from California at the cornhole tournament that Carson's currently at, that he would get the information over to me and maybe price me out a or me and you, if you wanted one, maybe get two. I don't know if you'd want to say Hill Brothers or just a UNC light, like a UNC emblem with a light behind it.
Yeah, I'd send them over. I'll send you the graphics. Probably like the one that's right above your head right now, the Hill Brother graphic like that with the Carolina blue outline and everything. Maybe we can see what that's see what that's all about. Dude, I'm still getting over this little like sickness I had on Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
I got my Mucinex DM literally sitting right over there. So dude, talk to me, man. You was on a podcast I was supposed to be with. You on during the look at the smile. during what was it, Monday night with
Monday night,
you guys
9 o'clock.
tell me about that, bro. Tell us what that was like.
I mean they're awesome dudes, so it was a whole lot of me talking and a whole lot of them listening, so I kind of felt like I was getting long-winded because I was literally the only one talking.
You so getting long-winded, huh?
I found myself trying to sound smart, and the smarter I thought I was trying to make it sound, it kind of sounded like I was just rambling, or it sounded dumb trying to sound smart. So it's a learning process, I guess.
Dude, man, you know what? I'll say this on behalf of the Hill Brothers. I am proud of you, sir. I'm absolutely proud. You did a good job over there, man. I was keeping an eye on you. And again, if you all haven't saw that, I would say go back over to the scouting report, and down below you can go to their YouTube page, Ski U Podcast. Go and listen to that, man. Alan held it down for us. Did a really good job. I was in the comments consistently, trying to give my thoughts there at least. That way you wouldn't be totally all by yourself. But man, maybe we have to put. Maybe if you guys want that, maybe we could just have Alan doing a few of these videos, man. I think he's doing a great job.
We're all right.
He's doing a good job, man. Hey, Hill Brother Alan, doing a great job over here, bro. You're doing awesome.
A dog needs a direction to walk. You just can't let a dog run free. It'll just go from one side to the other and back again, then forward, and it'll just be all over the place.
You say backy. You've actually done some videos by yourself before, like some post-game reactions during the basketball season, all that. You've done a good job with that stuff, bro.
Yeah, those are terrible.
Come on now, don't hurt yourself too much now. Don't can out on yourself.
That was back when I was recording on an iPhone,
like 3 weeks ago. Hey, I'm all for equipment upgrades. New camera, new lights, new.
If it wasn't for the support of our subscribers, all this new equipment would not be possible.
That's it. And also Coke Zero. I'm vying for us a Coke Zero sponsor. Coke Zero. We sponsor them because they don't sponsor us.
We sponsor them because we want them to sponsor us.
Hey, you know what? There are currently 6 people in here watching. The 6 of y'all and us, we need to start a campaign right flipping now. We need to get it to Bubba Cunningham, the AD. We need to get it to Mac Brown. We need to get it to whoever the heck we need to get it to.
Don't say Navy jerseys.
No, not Navy jerseys.
Okay.
White jerseys available for adult sizes online and in the stores. I'm you got your white jersey on you. You go grab that. Go grab that thing. Go grab your Cayman Rucker white jerseys. Because I want you guys. I own the Carolina blue jersey, the Navy jersey. Alan owns the throwback, and he actually had to buy. He wanted a white jersey just like I did, but they only have those sizes available in toddler. Now, don't get me wrong. The little kiddies in the white t-shirt or in the white Carolina Tar Heel jerseys. It's just so cute. But what about us, man? What about us adults? Us adults like white jerseys too. And dadgummit, man, on game day when Carolina goes up, which I think they may potentially go up in there you go. Yeah. Get that thing out right there. Wouldn't you get now? Looks good, right? You get in person. The blue doesn't look quite right, but it does a good job, right? So why would North Carolina athletics? Clemson's got it. Florida State's got it. I know of others that have it as well. But
Cayman, if you're watching this, Cayman, if you happen to see this, I'll be in town for JMU if we could do a jersey swap.
Oh wait,
just saying, bro.
Is it actually happening?
It's happening.
Hot dog! I was just hyping it up a little bit ago. Hold it.
Section 126, row AA, 4 tickets, $300.
Well, I'll be in the upper decks, but I'll be looking down at you. I'll be looking down at you. Hot dog, man. The Hill brothers are going to be in 2 home games this year. First time I've been in a home game since Georgia Tech of 2022. Yay. But no, that's exciting, bro. I'm excited to have that going on. But we need to get the white jerseys on sale on Fanatics, at Chapel Hill Sportswear, at Daggum Johnny T-shirt. We need to have the white jerseys. Now, Johnny T-shirt did us a favor, and they gave us the white throwbacks. Great, crispy, clean looking jersey. Thinking about picking one of those things up. I think it's actually while supplies last, so we need to check that thing out. But it's time for North Carolina to give us the white jerseys for us to be available to purchase. We could do the whole when you play the.
Are you sure you can't buy them?
You can buy them in toddler sizes. That's the only size, toddler. Like I was telling them earlier, the kiddies, they look great in a little white, white jersey. They just look awesome, bro. But no. Give it to me. Like the toddler's cool. I want it too, bro. Like give me the white jersey, and that's what I flipping want, dude. So
what?
I want to see.
Shut up.
What? Something happened?
No. Huh.
Are we having breaking news?
Oh, bro. He is not in. He does not play for North Carolina anymore. But, you can't see it. You can't see it.
Oh, yeah, the Sam Howell ones. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Where do you see that?
Throwback white. DickSportingGoods.com.
What?
Yes, 130.
When did they do that?
I guess just replica jersey, bro. 130. It's right here.
Is that the actual Dick's Sporting Goods or like a
No.
can site? Like a spam one? Because that's pretty sweet, dude. If that's, hold on a second, let it there. That's official Dick's Sporting Goods. Wow, look at this guy. That's pretty flipping sweet, dude. Holy smokes.
See, there's the green up top. It's kind of, the camera's having to do weird stuff, but yeah.
It's just having to focus. It's over here focus finding like crazy, but hey, that's fine. Hot dog, man. They're keeping it. You know what? As a matter of fact, during the
but
college,
Sam Howell of all players. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me some Sam Howell, but
Yeah.
the retro, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I honestly hope that they bring that back this year. Maybe that would be, an alternative jersey that they could go to. Like you have the blue retro, you could keep using that, but also use the white one from time to time. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like on the road or something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. Like, dude, if they went on the road to like Virginia or Florida State in that, you know what? That would be a perfect game to go to Duke in. Because you could have your throwbacks. They could do their all Duke crap blue. They could do all that stuff, and we could rock the throwback whites. That would be pretty. I could get down for that. That would be pretty legit, dude. But hey, man, let's start talking about a little bit about this football game we got coming up August 29th, bro. You ready for this?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Now, I'm trying not to talk about it too much, just because like preview predictions is coming up, and I kind of started getting into some of the stuff that I was plan on bringing up during the preview and prediction, but it'll be all right. We got a watch party next week, dude.
Watch party.
Yeah, and
Block party.
not only are we going to have Carolina football,
Uh-huh.
which is awesome. We're going
Tell
to
me about
have
it.
we're going to have you guys hanging out there with us. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time.
Tell me about it.
We're trying to figure out what kind of vittles we're going to have, what kind of food we're going to have.
Mhm.
We got to
Yep.
figure that out, by the way, because that's
Yep.
going to be fun. But and also another
Yep.
thing we're looking to have there. And
Uh-huh.
you know what it is? Because when you're watching a football game and you're watching a game at all, you want the good food, right? Whether it be the hot dogs or the hamburgers or a
Tell me
slice
about
of pizza or maybe
Mm.
a Mexican taco or something like that. You want a little
Oh, yeah.
something. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
afterwards, you want you a little bit of a sweet treat. And by
Oh.
God, we plan on
Oh.
having one from Niecy's Pies and Sweet Treats.
God
Homemade,
almighty.
good, and just delicious from top to bottom, left to right. Our Niecy's Pies. Our buddy Tori has started himself a good old business over there. What
Lemon
he's creating,
cream.
he's lemon cream, sweet potato pie. He's got it, and he's building up even more of a menu over there. From what I hear, we're looking to have ourselves a little bit of a pie on August 29th with you guys. Maybe have a little. Maybe we could try some stuff out for you there. Maybe we could try out a little. Maybe we can get one of both. Maybe we can talk to him. Maybe we can, just get in his favor enough to let him give to both the lemon cream and the sweet potato pie to us. Because man, I'm telling you, if you like sweet potato pie, that's it. And if you want to try out a lemon cream or a sweet potato pie, you can go to his Facebook page, facebook.com, and then search up Niecy's Pies. It'll pop up right there. Our buddy Tori, he does a great job of baking, man. He's done a really good job with that. I've known him for a good long time. He is a Tar Heel, and we are Tar Heels, and we're going to keep continuing to support our fellow Tar Heels. You can go over there. You can go to his website, check out and see if check out his menu, his whole web page he's got over there. You can go over there and also order one of these pies. And if you are within a 30-40 mile radius of Charlotte, North Carolina, you can have one of these things delivered to you. And he's currently working on right now, trying to build up that customer base and build up that way he can start affording to be able to ship some stuff out. So if you guys that are not within that radius, you need to be telling people, hey, hop on there, build this guy. Let's get him some customers, man. Let's build up this thing. He has started this thing from scratch, and he is doing an amazing job with Niecy's Pies and Sweet Treats. I can't. Oh man, I can't wait to get some of that, man. I'm excited for you to try some of this stuff, dude. Because I think,
Hey man, I'm on the Facebook page right now, and I see pound cake on the menu.
What? Oh, Brand. He didn't tell me he updated the pound.
Vanilla and lemon.
Oh, see, now you just got to do it. Now you just got to go over there, man. Freak you. Get you some Niecy's Pies and Sweet Treats. That way, when you watch the North Carolina game, while you're also hanging out with us in the watch party as well on the YouTube and the comments and all that good stuff. You too can be having some sweet treats along with those good foods that you're going to be devouring, I'm sure. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. It's weird that Carolina's playing on a Thursday.
He's got T-shirts. I'm just saying.
Does he really?
I'm looking at it, bro. It's a white tee.
Nice. Hot dog. We could potentially be having T-shirts.
Oh, I like that.
Oh. Matter of fact, little tidbit.
Sprinkle some fairy dust on it.
We got a shipment coming in this next week. We got a shipment coming in next week, man. Are you excited?
Oh,
you
news
excited?
to me. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was gonna keep it as a treat, like a surprise for you, but maybe so. We're gonna try and see how the thing works out, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing goes. I'm excited. I'm excited.
A shipment of what?
Shirts. We got us some
Okay.
test samples, man. We got us some test samples of some shirts that honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We have really been, and Alan's wearing one of them right now, one of the test trials. We have went through
This is my favorite.
and it's so crooked. It's so bad. You guys can't really see it because he's got it set, but you can kind of see like the curve. It looks like it's Titanicing a little bit there. So it's like, oh,
Because of that.
it's because the print, like the shirt is square, right? But the print is supposed to be like this. It's like this. It's so flipping weird, and I can't figure it out. But not only that, but man, we have really been. One of the test samples I wore to the spring game. We've tried one of those there. We've had those come in. I had another set come in that were screwed up. The print was wrong on it. I completely trashed those before I even handed you one. So we've been on like having a time with this thing, and we're really trying to pump those out for you guys. So, sorry it hasn't happened sooner, and hopefully you guys will like it when it when they come out. We're trying to give you guys the best quality as well. Like I'm particular about my shirts. I like certain things. Like I like this whole polyester deal, all that good stuff, but also like
that's what these
tri-blend
are.
shirts.
This
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I also like tri-blend shirts. Like those are really good, and that's what these are going to be. They're going to be a little bit more tri-blend, so cotton but polyester, and I think a little bit of rayon in there as well, which is my favorite blend personally. My personal favorite blend, favorite and flavored blend there. So we're going to be trying these things out, and hopefully the print's right. I've got a good feeling about it because I've done a lot of research, and I know a lot of YouTubers that I personally follow go through this company. And we'll see how it goes. They were actually been my last resort now, so I don't know why I hadn't went to them sooner, to be honest.
So when are they coming?
Should be next week.
Like before the game watch? Maybe we do like brand new merch to wear during the game watch.
Potentially, like
I mean that's Thursday. Don't you said next week? So I mean that's Thursday. So
yeah,
it only leaves Friday to get delivered.
Yeah. So like it goes like the delivery window is from like Tuesday to Friday, so it could be anywhere in that time frame. I've been getting
They're coming
updates
from
on
China. They're coming from China.
No, as a matter of fact, this is a U.S. based company.
Oh, even better.
Hey, I like our USA stuff, man. We're in presidential season, man. I like the USA. Hey, build it all in USA. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hot dog. Hey,
yeah. Maybe maybe they should update their tracking services if they can't give a better. Anyway.
Well, they had like they have
like
print time and everything else, and then they'll give like a.
I don't want to knock them before we try them.
Nah, because I think these guys are pretty freaking sweet myself. So hey, let's do something really cool. We're gonna go offense and defense, right? I want you to give me. Let's start with the offense. Let's go with the offense first. I want you to pick a position group that you're excited to see this season. Tell me why. That's not a good face. It's not a good face at all. It's like, all right.
Excited to see.
You're really good at this, bro. You look like Eeyore. Oh man.
That's Just say I'm
Like this is
excited.
I feel like this is an easy question, man. I thought I was throwing you an easy one here.
I know. I mean, the obvious you can say wide receivers or tight ends or running backs, blah 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 blah. Everybody wants to see what the new quarterback's going to do.
Potentially, yeah.
Um, um,
While you're thinking, people in the chat also do that.
I'm excited to see what the offensive line's going to do,
Why is that?
whether they're going to suck or not.
Boy, Alan is well, at least you're honest. I mean,
I mean, the past couple of years, they've been more porous than Swiss cheese.
you think?
How many
Yeah,
sacks
I
did
don't think
they
they've
answer
been
this? How many
that
sacks did they allow last year?
37.
How many before that?
That I'm not sure.
They suck. That's a lot. 37? 37.
How many snaps were they playing?
Well, I don't care about how many snaps you play.
I mean, I do.
You know what?
Because when are you giving up the sacks? Are you giving the sacks up in the beginning of the season or after like game 6, 7? Are you giving
All of them.
No. Now last year Drake
May got sacked by Minnesota.
He may have gotten sacked by Minnesota. Yeah, absolutely. But
That was
it on a consistent basis?
That was in the first couple of weeks of the season. So you wasn't tired then.
You still have to make it to 37.
I'm pretty sure he got sacked by South Carolina.
And I'm pretty sure that 7 of those were done by 7 or 8 were done by West Virginia. I do know that much. That counted. So they were at like 29-ish, and then let 6 to 8 in the bowl game against against West Virginia.
Pretty sure that Virginia game was nasty.
I'm not sure. I know that I think they got to him a couple
times. Porous than Swiss cheese, son. So that's my answer. That's my answer. I'm excited to see if not the offensive line is going to be Swiss cheese or concrete wall.
Well, I guess you're real crass about it, but I'm going to say tight ends. And the reason I'm going to say tight ends, man, is because Bryson Nesbitt and John Copenhaver. Now, Copenhaver, we already kind of know who he is, but Bryson Nesbitt has a lot of potential of getting even better. And quite frankly, dude, I think that I think he may potentially. Now, it kind of depends on how they use it, but I think they're going to be running a lot of tight ends in this system, quite frankly. And there's going to be chances that I think Bryson Nesbitt has a chance to be your leading receiver this year, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And if he can develop being able to pass block at a consistent level and a competent level consistently, man, I think that he could be a big-time breakout star, and NFL teams are definitely going to want to get their hands on him, especially if he can get that part down. If not, then I think he turns into some type of hybrid wide receiver in the NFL, because he's got the body, he's got the size, he's got all that, and he's already an over-the-top threat. He might not outrun you per se. Now, some guys he's shown the ability to be outrun, but being that mismatch against DBs, I mean, dude, he checks that box big time. So if he beefs a little bit more, shows a little bit more, there's a better ability to pass protect. I'm really looking forward to Bryson Nesbitt. What's wrong?
No, actually, my wife actually I got a shower and she's like got her hair up in her nightgown and she was getting ready to walk by and then she saw the camera and then had to go all the way around the room.
Boy,
and she just rolled her eyes like, oh my God. Here comes my 5-year-old. Wait for it. There he is.
There he is. There he is. Oh, now he's shy. He called into the show last week. That was pretty good stuff.
He sure did.
Okay, now let's flip it over on its head. Let's go to defensive, man. Do you want to lead off on defense?
No, I'll let you go this time.
Okay. I'll say it, man. I am super, super excited about the DBs. Really.
The what?
The DBs.
Okay.
Did you put your ears up to the microphone? No, and I was kind of talking about this a little bit before you hopped on. Marcus Allen, really excited to see what that kid does now that he's beefed up, 15 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Uh, curious to see how
Mhm.
he does in his next year. What are you doing
Okay.
over here?
I'm just comically agreeing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, then you got Elijah Huzzy. I think he's going to be big time this year, and to see that people are kind of writing him off, I don't like in ACC preseason standings and rankings and everything. Like, really, like that guy of all people. I mean, just that dude has shown the ability. I mean, at the star position last year, he did a really good job, man. And you put
I
him
mean,
back.
even on the college football game, he gets torched.
Oh, dude, yeah. And in the college football game, he is a liability on the defense every single time, and it's just
Travesty.
baffling to me. So I have a feeling that Elijah Huzzy is going to be proving a lot of people wrong this year, especially being back in his natural position at corner. Hopefully, he gets to stay there. I think he will, considering the depth that's built up at star and safety, which is really going to help. But also seeing the return of DeAndre Boykins, looking forward to seeing what he does this year. Also having Caleb Cost out there as well, Jakeem Harris, Tyrone Stewart. These are some guys that have dog in them, and you can't say really, and this is not to be like mean or anything about it, but just call it what it is. You can't say that Carolina's defense, especially in the secondary, has had some real dog in them over the past few seasons. You started to see a little bit of a sign of it last year. Safeties were still a massive, massive problem. The guys they brought in, the guys that are in this system, the young bucks coming up, you can already see they have that nasty mentality, and now they get turned loose by Geoff Collins. Now, a lot of their success is going to highly depend on that D line, which is also a very exciting thing to see this year. Really excited about the edge rushers on that side, but that's just me. But that DB room, I am extremely, extremely excited about it. And I'm really thinking that week one, this time next week, we're going to be saying, daggone, man, those guys are pretty legit. Hit me with it. Hit me with it one time. I was hoping that all of a sudden to see the camera just go.
I'm not excited to see the defensive line outside of Kamen Rucker.
Right.
I mean,
this man is.
that only leaves the linebackers.
Still,
and I'm just more or less interested to see if they're going to play more than two posts. Yeah, they have to play more than two.
That's true. That's true. Me and he's kind of talking about that today when we was on the road a little bit about how Carolina in like last year. I thought Amari Campbell popped the few times you got to see him. He flashed, and especially in that Clemson game, his 3 snaps were great snaps. Did a good job. Was in his position, was in his gap at the right time. And dude, him getting yanked, man. I think with Amari Campbell coming back to practice, it's going to be big for him this year. Considering, this is, I mean, he's number 2 now, and now he gets a chance to shine. And him getting hurt, it sucks, but at the same time, the young bucks have been able to play. Ashton Woods, Michael Short, Caleb LaValle, all that good stuff. He's being able to, and they're being able to play, which is big. And not only that, but also in red zone, they haven't been putting power, and they haven't been putting Amari Campbell in there. They've been putting Ashton and all these guys in and letting them get used to being in that stressful situation, because if all else fails, in between the 20s, you're gonna be doing most of your subbing. Your subbing is gonna be there. But 20 to the gold line, that's where it's money making time, no matter what. If you're on defense, you got to keep that team from crossing that line at all costs. If on opposite side, if on offense, you got to get across that line at all sides. And if there is a situation where a Power Eccles was to get hurt, if a Mark Campbell was to get hurt, your 2 starters, and you have to go to your young guys and your depth, you got to be able to trust them in those situations too. Same thing that Kamen Rucker was talking about last week, I believe it was, when he was telling the young kid When Jeff Collins was trying to sub him in, or Tim Cross was not Tim Cross. Wow. Ted Monachino was getting ready to sub him in, and he said, "Nuh-uh, I can't trust him because he's not taking it seriously, and I have to be able to trust this guy. And if he's not taking snaps seriously, he's not studying, he won't shut up, and he won't listen, be attentive, and just try to understand our playbook. How can I expect to trust him on a 3rd and 3, maybe this year in Tallahassee or whatever it may be?" So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there. I'm glad to see the depth being played, and especially in practice. You got to transfer that over to the game. We're definitely going to see that, I believe, especially in the linebacker room come this time next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I am thoroughly excited, boy.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go for dramatic effect. Dude, we got a busy week next week.
It is busy, real busy.
We got a busy week. Matter of fact, if I look at so what we're going to try and do, let me bring you guys back here with me. Alan, this is going to be your chair right here next to me. On that night. As a matter of fact, I had to get my other.
Look, nobody puts baby in the corner.
Baby.
You've never seen the movie Dirty Dancing?
No, I quite frankly, I never saw the hype in it. Quite frankly, that's just me. I've been to the location where they've shot it, but that's just me. But dude, so next week we've got preview and prediction that we have to get out. We're gonna do one of these podcasts. Probably won't be live. We'll see. Probably won't be though.
No pressure.
Probably by Wednesday. We're gonna try to have this thing because we try to get them uploaded to you guys either on Wednesday or Thursday. Spotify typically might get it on like a Friday, something of that nature. So if you're watching and listening on Spotify, sorry, you can always go to us on the YouTube page as well. But we're trying to make it pretty consistent for you guys to have this, and kind of gives us time to just kind of hang out with you guys, chit chat with you all, and just talk about a whole bunch of random things. That way we don't have to always do them in videos, because quite frankly, we're not always able to record everything together. I mean, you saw videos with just me in it. From time to time, there's been times Alan's had to do post-game reactions by himself, things of that nature.
Very limited.
And well, it's still, but we try to do as much as we can together. And that's what the podcast is, what it's kind of here for. That way we can get together and do this. But we got that, and then we have the watch party with you guys. And after the watch party, we're gonna go straight into live post-game reactions and everything else. And then we're on to Charlotte the next week, and I'll be at that game. So I'm looking forward to that. I was telling them about the scouting report and everything. Got the 49ers down and just working out ahead, because there's like 3 of them that do the podcast. So we're working out like how many of them will be with us that night. Or it's September the 3rd. I think we're doing that. But
I thought you said it was the 2nd.
Originally it was the 2nd, but it's the 3rd. I put it in our the notes that we have. I put it in. You can go check it. But yeah. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm looking forward to it. Carolina football is back, and I'm really, really, really excited. Got a couple of things we're gonna do over there on the previews and predictions. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. And be sure and watch it the second it comes out. If you're brand new to the YouTube channel and you're still watching right now, be sure and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, turn the notification bell on, and right here in a few short weeks, potentially, we got another thing coming for you guys. We kind of filled out the paperwork for today, so we're seeing how everything's going.
Moving on up.
Potentially.
But hey, college football starts Saturday.
Saturday, dude. Yeah, as a matter of fact, hold on a second. I want to quickly, right before we get off tonight, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through the slate for this Saturday. I want you to give me your thoughts on this week's. All right, so on Saturday, let's do FBS. Okay. On
Florida State, Georgia Tech, 12 p.m. from Ireland.
At the Aer Lingus College Football Classic or something of that nature. All right, who you running with?
Oh, that's got to be Florida State.
You think?
I think it has to.
Why's that?
I mean, Florida State's ranked 10th. Georgia Tech,
Small
they're
club.
they're the rambling wreck, so that North Carolina can never avoid the car crash with, apparently.
Yeah.
Save that for a different day. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to expect from Georgia Tech.
They're a
Let's
complete
see.
football team this year. I think this might be the best Georgia Tech team we've saw in a few years.
Matchup predictor has it. You might as well say 80-20. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Holy cow. Well, the point spread ain't that far.
No,
10
and
and a half.
it's been decreasing as well. It's been getting closer.
10 and a half. That's interesting. I wonder how long they've been. How long each team's been in Ireland for now.
Yeah. And I know they're in Ireland now. They've been in, I think maybe they left maybe like early week, maybe last weekend, something of that nature. So they've gotten accustomed to it at that point in time. I think this is a football game you're not going to really be able to, like, I think it was Notre Dame, and who the heck did Notre Dame play to start the season last year? Sam Hartman was a quarterback. They played out in I forget exactly where it was, but they
I don't
played.
know, but I guess that's the only ranked team that's playing Saturday is Florida State.
Isn't that technically week 0?
Yeah, week 0. It's a week 0 game.
Yeah. So yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
Florida State will win as well. But I think, given it's a neutral site game, given that Georgia Tech's coming in, they're coming in pretty solid, man. Like this is a football club here.
yeah, they got the total points at 55.5.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, DJU, he's gonna have to be trusted to sling that ball some, because Haynes King can. And they can run and they can score. They've shown that. I mean, look, last 5 for Georgia Tech, starting with a win over UVA, 45-17. Lost to Clemson, 42-21. Wasn't good for them. They beat Syracuse, 31-22. Lost to Georgia, 31-23. Their rival. Beat UCF in the bowl game, 30-17. So they haven't scored under 30 in their last 5, and they brought a lot of their guys back. So that offense is going to be rolling. And they've gotten better on defense. So, and Florida State's coming in with brand new guys. So that, if you're a Florida State fan, this is not a walk in the park. Florida State is going to beat them. Now, I think Florida State has the by far better defense, but we don't know about their offense yet. So that's going to be an interesting, fun game to watch. And if Georgia Tech was to beat Florida State, I would not be shocked.
So ESPN's matchup predictor has North Carolina as a favorite at 54, but the point spread is Minnesota minus 2.5.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like this is your betting odds, things of that nature. But yeah, I'm not really sure exactly how that works, because that's kind of it's contradicting itself. But hey, Montana State, New Mexico. I picked New Mexico. How about that? The Lobos. Give me the Lobos, baby. Who you got for that one?
What I missed it. I was looking at North Carolina's last games. They haven't won a game since 11-11.
How can you miss the game of the week? Montana State versus New Mexico State, or New Mexico.
No, I think New Mexico will run that one down.
That's it, and that's only because I don't know Montana State. I just know New Mexico. SMU and Nevada. Give me SMU.
Oh yeah. No, Nevada's a dumpster fire, I believe. So SMU for sure.
And they're the Wolfpack too, as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly. And Delaware State and Hawaii.
I guess I have to go with Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is Delaware coming to them?
As a matter of fact, I do believe yes, they are.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I wish North Carolina would go play in Hawaii for football. That'd be pretty sweet.
They're playing Hawaiian basketball before the Maui Invitational.
Yeah, and Justin McCoy's over there.
Yeah, Justin McCoy.
Yeah.
Talking about a transfer portal win for Justin McCoy.
You know that
Who,
guy.
who
Like,
cares?
he's
If
probably sitting at home, chilling out with his family, waiting on portal calls, getting a few, probably, from a few different places, maybe like Charlotte, things of that nature. Hawaii calls up. I'm going there. But you don't even know. I don't care. I'm coming to you. Don't worry. I'm coming. I don't care.
why you want me to play basketball for the University? Yes, I'll play.
A Rainbow Warrior.
What?
And then
You
Carolina.
go to basketball practice, jump in the ocean, avoid the tiger sharks, and go back to basketball practice.
Great whites. They got some great whites out there. I was actually watching a thing during Shark Week. 2 guys that fish out there in kayaks just right off the coast of one of the islands. I can't remember exactly which one it was. But they were out there and they were reeling in something of decent size. And then all of a sudden, like, something bumped the kayak and they had a GoPro camera and they stuck it down in the water. And they noticed it was like a 15-foot great white just chilling, having a good time. And they showed the video. It was pretty flipping cool, dude. But yeah, so
Nice.
like it was sizing them up. Not only it took the fish, but it was also sizing them up. And then when they brought their kayaks together to make them look a little bit bigger, he kind of just said bump it and he was gone. But yeah, dude. Shark Week.
Oh.
Super.
Oh man. Now the Bears is beating the Chiefs 20-7.
Oh man. Oh, holy cow. How Bears preseason football, that means, you know what that means, man. They're winning the Super Bowl. All right. We're getting out of here, man. We will see you all in the the preview and prediction for the North Carolina Tar Heels matchup against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Holy crap. It's game week. We are officially here. And as a matter of fact, this time next week, the game will probably be close to being over with, and we'll know if Carolina starts 1-0 or will they lose to Minnesota to open up the season. We'll see. It's got to be fun.
Caleb Williams did not play tonight.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to get you guys on there for the watch party. We're gonna have a fun time this football season. I hope you guys are ready. Vlogs, previews, post games, scouting reports, all kinds of good talk. And we're going to have a good time with it. Hope you guys are really looking forward to it. We are. And, man, football season's here. Alan, you got anything you want to talk about before we get out of here, or are you set?
Let's talk about this blue background.
What about it?
I don't know. You said you thought it was time for a new paint job.
Yeah, I have definitely thought about maybe change up the terrain a little bit. Maybe put a little Carolina blue back there or something. Kind of like what we did beforehand. Way back. You know what?
It is Sky U. It is the Sky U podcast, not the Ski U.
But it's spelled S-K-I.
Yeah, but you obviously didn't watch their intro, and when they say "Welcome to the Sky U podcast,"
oh, they do some crazy things up there. They spell things differently.
I put it in the chat, but you didn't see it.
I saw it, but I was like, I thought you just mistyped it, quite frankly.
No. Well, I was trying to tell you the pronunciation is Sky U by typing Sky.
Oh man. All righty, dude. Let's get out of here, bro. We're tired and everything else. And
yep, check us out on Spotify, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come back next week with a fresh episode.
If you guys wanted a very interesting and entertaining outro, Alan just gave it to you. Just get on there, press some stuff, and get out.
Click the subscribe button, smash the like button, make a poster and put it on your locker so all your friends at school see. That's what else. Oh yeah, check us out.
Write us on your, put the Hill Brothers on the side of your Converse shoes, all that good stuff.
Or just like, just put at Hill Brothers on YouTube on your local stop signs. Help us out.
I ain't gonna lie, you got me on that one. I was not expecting that.
Try to build the base.
The Hill Brothers.
You'll find the Hill Brothers podcast number 6 on Spotify and probably 6 days.
No, 12 hours from now, if that, quite frankly.
So yeah.
Oh my God, that was good. I got to give you credit on that one, brother.
We haven't made it to Apple Podcasts yet. I know a lot of you people are probably Apple users.
There's a heavy debate, even if we even will, to be honest with you. It's enough for me to keep up with Spotify, much less Apple. Unless you want to figure out how to do Apple, then let me know, bro.
Just add it to the list of things that you already have me doing. But okay, I digress.
Hey man, hey, we can bump that list up, man. You're doing a great job with what you're doing there. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, so no, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, Spotify, stop signs.
Hey, you wanna know something really cool? As a matter of fact, right up here at the gas station above my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
The gas pump that I always seem to go, I just have like a gas pump I like to go. It's like pump 4. I go to it every time. But on that, like right next to like the keypad to put in your PIN code and everything else, somebody put a sticker in they put it on there on the pump, and it's a QR code, and it's got a YouTube symbol in the center of it, and you scan it and it goes to the dude's YouTube page. I thought it was pretty unique.
Yep, I'm gonna find out how to do that. I'm gonna put them on all the gas pumps across Lancaster County.
Well, honestly, dude, there is something I seriously did think about, and Ariel brought it up to me, but it's like we could do like a Tar Heel, like the heel logo, and put like Heel Brothers or like you've been healed. You know, like people do like the ducks with the Jeeps, like, oh, you've been ducked, things of that nature.
So let's just go vandalize somebody's car in the parking lot of a football game. Yep, sounds like a great idea.
You just set like a flyer, bro. You just set the little like small little heel thing, put it there, and they can scan the QR code and either cuss us out or hit us subscribe, man. They might start to think about this. They could be mad that we put the little card, the little business card type thing on the windshield, pick the sucker up, scan it to go cuss us out, and then end up liking our content and subscribing, being one of our biggest fans. Boom. There we go. I just got us 15,000 subscribers right there. Love you guys. Anyway, we're going to get out of here.
That sounds like Jehovah's Witness stuff.
Oh, dear God. No. Well, I'm not clean shaven, and I'm going to be, and I'm not going to sit here and, belliger you. I promise.
We just lost a viewer. There's probably a Jehovah's Witness.
God bless you. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you.
Bro, if you made it this far, you're really in the weeds.
Oh, man. We love you guys. If you've made it this far, we love you. Yeah, we really do. Thank you all for watching. We'll send you some free wristbands. Oh, man.
As soon as you join the subscriber fan base at GoFundMe.com.
Are we doing GoFundMe? Is that what we're doing?
Why not?
Screw it at this point. Hey, man.
All
right.
Daddy needs a new mic.
You need to put some ornaments on your Christmas tree or seasonal tree or whatever the freak you got.
A holiday tree, bro. It's not a holiday.
It is a holiday. College football starting up. Take the helmet. Put the helmet on there.
Nah, just bring it closer. Just a little closer.
All right, bro. All right, man. Let's get out of here, man. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
go Heels.
Go Heels. Not cameras here. Go Heels.
You don't want no. I'm good.